Hey everybody, welcome back to Bleach Wars Builder and my Let's Build of the LEGO Nintendo Entertainment System. Last time we built some of our wall on the side here and built it up a little bit higher. This time we're going to be continuing with bag number 12 and doing a little bit more of the same. We're going to be building it up even more. We've also got our antenna piece right here. So that's going to be part of what we do today. And with that being said, let's get started. All right, so now we've got everything laid out here and we're going to get to it. All right, so starting off, we're taking 4 of our tall 1x2s. So I've got 3 here. We're going to get 1 more right there. And 4 squares with these single studs on them. So 2, 3, and 4. Show that one again. Alright, so on each side, we're starting off, we're going to put 1, and then come to the end and go 2. And then over on the other side, the same thing. So 1 and 2. And then our squares are going to go right in the middle of our columns that we just set up. So 1 and 2 here. And 1 and 2 on the other side. So you've got, again, the 2 in the middle right there. Moving on, we're going to take 2 more of our tall 1x2s, and we're going to take our 2 white 1x2s, but they've got some extra studs on the outside here. And those are going to go right along next to, I turned it the right way, that helps. Orientation is very important. It won't fit if you don't try to put it the right way. We're putting those right next to our columns that we just set up, and then the studs are going to go to the back of the TV, just like that. So now the studs are sticking out on the back side here. We've got 2 1x3 L's, 2 black L's here, and now those are going to go right beside our whites on both sides. Just literally wrapping around it and butting up next to it. Alright, so for moving on now, we're going into step 119 in this book. Remember, we're in our second book. And if you didn't see the first book, well, I'll leave a link to that down in the description down below, so that way you can go back and check that out or get caught up if you need to. But we're going to be taking now 12 1x4 blacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We've got 24 of these little 1x2s with the little ridge on the end here. So we've got 24 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And we need 4 1x2s with these little single studs on them. So 2. 3, and 4. And then we need two 2x4 thin black bricks here. All right, so we're gonna take our 1x4 and then put two 1x2s on top of it like that. We are going to repeat that, looks like 5 more times. So we're going to set that there, and then we're going to repeat that 5 more times. So 1 right here. This makes number 3. 1x4 again. 4, and then 5. Like that. So that's how it should look when you're done with this first one. We're going to take that and actually put it on top of our 6th one. So now it should be 6 high. Looking at the book here, it should be 6 high. Then we're going to take 2 of our single studded caps, and then the 2x4 on the top of it. And so actually the way this is going to hang off now is it's going to create the texture here, but these pieces are a little bit different. They don't act like regular studs. They actually go in these spots on the back side instead of linking like a normal brick would. So it's a little bit different, but that's how it should look. When you're done, you just center it up and put it there. Now we actually have to go back and make another one of these, so bear with me just a second while we do that. So we'll start with our 1x4, and then we're going to build it up 6 layers with pairs of the 1x2s on it. So that's 1. This is now 2. And 3. 4. 5. And number 6. All right, then once again we come back and we get our caps. 1, 2, and then we're going to just top it off just like that with our other brick. So now that we've got both of those ready, those are now going to come in and go with the ridges out right in the middle on both sides. And again, those studs should go into the studs that are underneath. There shouldn't be, they should go around in the middle, so there should be little pegs that fit in there instead of like your traditional where it goes along in the middle. But now we've got our textured sides on the back, and we're gonna keep moving on. All right, so we need now 1 2x2 square. 2 of these 2x2 squares, but they have the little price tag type hole in it. A blue connector right here. And we need which one do we need? this little base for the antenna, this is going to be where it pivots from. So we're going to start with that one. And for this step, we're going to do our two price tags together, the square on top of that, and the connector into the hole, just like that. And then our antenna, and rotate it around so it's oriented the right way, just like that. So now this is going to be the base of our antenna, and it's going to go all the way on the far side over here, working on the back. So it's going to be on my right over here in the back. Alright, so we need now two green cylinders, a 2x4 black, a 1x16, and a 2x6. And so what we're going to do with those is we're going to drop a piece, but the 2x6 is going to go on the end, green cylinder right next to it, and then over on the other side the 2x4, because we already did put a 2x2 cutting off some of that right here, so this 2x4 is going to go right next to it, and then our other cylinder, as soon as I go grab it, is going to go right next to that. Give me just a second. Alright. So now our 2x4 is right next to that, and our 1x16 seals everything together on the back side, just like that, and it creates a nice little bridge. It goes right across, right there. Next up, we are taking two tall single-studded browns, two of those. We're taking four tall 1x2 browns, so I've got three, and then again the fourth one right here. And our two brown boxes. Alright, so we're going to bring this back, and we're going to kind of work towards the back, because it's a little bit easier for me to see here. Actually, you know what? I can see just fine. So we're going to start with our stud on the left side, back in the corner. Our box goes right next to that, working towards me now. And then two of these the 1x2s right here along this side. And then we're going to do basically the same thing on the other side. The stud in the corner, the box right next to it, and then our 1x2s right next to that. So we're just like that right there. Alright, so now we need to get two 1x12s in black, two 1x2s in black, a 1x2 thicker black, and a 1x2, but it's got a claw on the outside of it there. And so what we're going to do is right here behind our antenna base, put the 1x2. The 1x12s are going to come right across the back. 1 and 2. And then we're going to take the 1x2s and the one with the claw and stack them all together, with the claw being on the very top. Just like that. And then that's going to go on the end, right next to our 1x12s. Alright, 124 now in this book. Step number 124, we're going to take two 1x8s in brown and our two Superman diamonds from the last episode. And then we're just going to take, for this one, and line it up so that shields go in the corners. Right there. And the 1x8s right next to the shields. Right there. So now everything from the layer below is being held in place. Not really going to go anywhere unless you take a hammer to it. Please don't do that. You've already invested a lot of time if you've been following along, so please don't take a hammer to this. Alright. Next up, our other 1x16 is going to come in, and we're just going to put that from green to green, right behind our other one, just like that. So now we've got the extra second layer here over our greens. Alright, we've got two brown single studs, two 1x2 black slants. Those have nice slants there, Joe. And then three 1x8 black slants. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so for our first stud, it's going to go right here in the corner. Right over here, by itself, in the corner. And then for our other one, it's going to actually come over and not quite go all the way, but it's going to go on our S, or on our diamond shield on the second row. And then we're going to take our 1x8 slant right next to the stud, a 1x2 slant right next to that, another 1x8 right next to that, and a 1x2, and then the 1x8 again. Alright, so right there, everything's slanting out away from the TV because this is now the back of the TV. Alright, so we need to move on to one orange cap, three single studs, but they've got extra studs on the outside of them. That's two, and then this is number 3. A 1x2, a 1x10 thin brown, and two 1x3 thin brown. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take our 1x10 and we're going to put the single stud with the extra stud facing out on the very end. Then we're going to take our 1x3 and our next two single studs. This time the studs are going to be facing in, like towards the middle. So they're facing the sides instead of facing the back or the front. And then we're going to take another 1x3 right next to that, and our 1x2 comes in right next to that. And for this one, and then also too, the orange cap comes in and goes right over our 2 studs that we just put in. So right there, just like that. And then you're gonna take it, and it's just gonna go right in the corner. Whoop. We're gonna back up. We're gonna back up, we're gonna back up. I misinterpreted where this single stud from earlier goes, so let's get our tool out. Let's see if we can't pry that off somehow. There we go. Alright, so back to the single stud. It actually goes back here in the corner. The instructions were a little unclear on that, but now looking back I can see that there's just this bare stud from diamond here, and it lines up a little bit better, makes it a little bit more symmetric. But that should go on the side right on top of it, so now your orange is facing in to the TV. And then we're gonna do it basically the other way for the other side. With our other 1x10. 3 more single studs. 2 1x3s, a 1x2, an orange cap, and I think this single stud is actually going to be extra. We'll see shortly. Alright, so we're going to take, dropping everything tonight. Alright, rolling back over here. So we're going to take our single stud, and again put the stud to the outside, down the line. This one's angled the opposite way, so we're just going to make sure we follow that. Again, a 1x3. Our studs again coming to the side. Again like this, and we're orienting it the other way because this is going to go on our other side here. A 1x3 and the 1x2. And the orange cap right in the middle. Just like that. And then that's just gonna go again on the other side. Like that on top of our TV. So now both sides should have an orange cap in it showing in the middle. Alright, so now we need our antenna piece. Kind of work it a little bit because it's kind of bent, and everybody knows if you had a TV like that, that won't get you good reception. Alright, so we need to take our other antenna piece, the back side of it, a single gray stud, and just a single circle cap. So we're going to take it, and first we're going to put one end into the antenna, and then we are going to take our stud and our cap, right like that. We're going to turn our TV around and put the antenna in, and it'll go up and down, and it locks into place in our claw on the back side for now. And guys, that's it for bag number 12. This is another short one. I think the bags are going to get a little bit shorter from here on out, looks like. That being said, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a different format, what you think of this format. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know just in general if you like the series. But with all of that, guys, we are done with this bag. We're going to call it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell for me. And I will see you guys next time when we tackle bag 13 and the last dreaded sticker of this box and this build. See you guys then.